Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to the 14 Eagles webinar screen share. My name is Greg Phillips. We hope you guys had a great week. Some really positive things are going on with the 14 Eagles platform. We're very happy, that you guys are doing what you're doing here. There's a lot of stuff going on, and, this is the time now to really get involved with the 14 Eagles platform. As you guys know, we've been talking about gold and silver for a long time. If you're keeping your ear to the ground, you're hearing and seeing that gold and silver is actually making moves upward. And we've always told our family, our 14 Eagles family, to get prepared for that because it's very important. And with a platform that, for $6 to get involved with one-time payment, this is the time because the 14 Eagles platform can take you where you need to go because we're heading into some very interesting times, and we just want everybody to be prepared for that. So with that being said, Bryant, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, sir. And welcome everyone to the Thursday night, 14 Eagles Thursday night webinar / conference call. You could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. First things off, the 14 Eagles platform. Everything is working very smoothly with the platform. We don't have any glitches or anything. If there's anything that does happen, be sure to let us know so we can get it straightened out as quickly as possible. I do want to remind everyone, we do encourage you, we really encourage you to get the Skrill account. Get the Skrill account. That's the account that you can have so you can receive gifts from our international members. Okay, we have international members coming into 14 Eagles, and if one of those international members fall into your nest, you want to be able to receive a gift from them. If you don't have Skrill, then you won't be able to receive a gift. So we want to make sure that you're able to receive gifts from our international members. So all you have to do is just get the Skrill account. If you get with your inviter, and your inviter can give you his referral link to the Skrill account. If your inviter does not have a Skrill account or a referral, then email 14 Eagles at 14 Eagles Den. Control Tower at 14eaglesden.com, and we'll make sure that you get a referral link. Okay, so you can get set up with Skrill. But it's going to be very crucial that you get a Skrill account so you can definitely get your gifts from any international people or members that come in to your nest. Okay, you want to be prepared for that. Also, be mindful that whenever you do receive a gift, and you receive a gift in your Cash App, it's always good etiquette to reply with a thumbs up from the Cash App. And once you acknowledge that you received the gift, always log into your back office as quickly or as soon as you can. Okay, as soon as you can. And go into the gift management section and click on Confirm Gift. And you'll see the Confirm button, and you want to click on that Confirm button. Okay, that's very important to do that as soon as you possibly can. Because anyone that's sending out gifts, they cannot get into their nest until all 3 gifts have been received and been confirmed. So it's very important that you go back there and click Confirm in your back office that you received your gift. So that person can get into his nest, and that person can start inviting members on their team and into the community. So that's very important. Now, keep in mind, if you do not confirm the person within 24 hours, because we understand, people are doing different things. Sometimes you might not see it until later on that you received the gift. All kind of things can happen in the course of a day of you receiving a gift. But if you have not acknowledged the gift within 24 hours, then it will be confirmed for you. All right, it will be confirmed automatically within 24 hours, whether you received the gift or not. So it's very important to stay up on when you're receiving your gift so you can go back there and confirm to make sure that that individual that did send you the gift are able to get into their nest and start inviting members. All right, so now, 14 Eagles. We are very proud of what's going on right now. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. I have to admit, I've been pretty busy with the admin. The admin's been pretty busy lately because there's been quite a few people inviting people into the platform, and people trying to find out how everything works. They're asking questions, and that's really, really good. And it's really good to see that, to see people growing and see people understanding how the platform works. And so that just lets me know that we're on the move and we're doing some good things. And so, and I always, on these calls, we always try to make it known that, yes, we do have a gifting platform, all right? And we understand that people need money in these days and times. We're in hard times right now. With the shutdown that has happened, nobody knows how long this pandemic is going to go on. It's going to be carried on. So, with that dilemma in our future right now, we don't know when this is going to be over, and people are losing their jobs all the time right now. People are, looking for jobs, looking for ways to sustain themselves financially. So we understand right now that gifting groups and platforms that are out here, people are going to them. They're flocking to them right now. Because right now it's almost like a viable thing for people to do. And so, but here at 14 Eagles, we always like to stay grounded, okay? We want to stay grounded because we're more apt to build a community. Our whole philosophy is based on community and helping people get out of debt and to wipe out poverty. And although, the debt system is based on money, the way that you get that and the way that you wipe out debt and poverty is to build a community, because we know that a community is the key. The bigger the community, the more people in the community, the more we build the community, the more money flow through that community automatically without even saying. Okay? So that's what we try to focus on here at 14 Eagles. Not so much the money, but the community, because the money will automatically follow. So when you come to our website, the 14 Eagles, 14eaglesden.com website, which is our community website, the one thing that we encourage you to do is to go to our welcome. So therefore, you can really get a good perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about and what we do here. All right? Because we really want people to understand this. We really want it to sink into their minds and their mentality, in their subconscious, what 14 Eagles is all about. All right? Because, it's just not your ordinary platform. We are trying to be different. We're different on purpose. Okay? We're doing things for a reason. And so it's more than just putting some money in someone's pocket. We're creating a change for the future with 14 Eagles. And so we pride ourselves on that. And so that's why we encourage people to come read the welcome so they can get a perspective of what we're all about. And so sometimes, on the calls, I like to read it anyway, just so people can hear it. And so people can bring other people to it and remind you and to remind others what 14 Eagles and why 14 Eagles is here. And so our welcome says, 14 Eagles is a platform that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. 14 Eagles has taken a concept that is actually thousands of years old, giving, sharing, and accepting, and merged it with the modern-day technology to create a virtual community. And the key there is virtual community. A community that has developed its own economy of peer-to-peer giving and sharing, which provides economic stability to become self-sufficient and self-sustaining. The 14 Eagles community is a bridge used to move people from a debt-based system formed on selling, buying, and taking to a collaborative-based system formed on giving, sharing, and accepting. This virtual community creates a paradigm shift in consciousness that inspires people to work together and garners love and harmony on a whole new spiritual level. There's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. If you are someone that has a heart for giving and genuinely like helping people, then get with the individual who referred you to the 14 Eagles community and let them know you want to be a part of this growing movement to change the world into the place it was meant to be. To register for the 14 Eagles community is free, but to send and receive gifts through the platform, you will need to get a Cash App and OG Pay accounts. And I want to add in there, and also a Skrill account, okay? Get with the member that invited you to walk through that process. So, this welcome, it explains it all in those short sentences. What 14 Eagles is all about, the concept of what we're trying to do here, what we're trying to accomplish. And so, we hope that people can recognize that. You might not get it right away, but I hope over time you will see the vision that we have here at 14 Eagles. This is why our platform that we have, it's a free platform. There's no fees here at this platform. There's no fees in what we do. Right? So we want people to be able to participate in what we have here. Anything that we do here in 14 Eagles is for the community. And we're giving of our time and our effort to help the community and to help the community grow. And that's what we encourage everyone else to do. Give of your time and your effort to build your teams, to build your community, and to build 14 Eagles as a whole. All right? Because we can do so much together than apart. And just by coming together with our platform is only $2 to 3 people. Now that may sound like a very little, but small things really start to multiply when you start compounding people into a virtual community. And in our community, as we build the community and more people become more and more financially stable, now we can go out into the real world and affect some change. That's what it's all about. Now, one of the things that we encourage also on our community website is for you to come down and check out our video row. Now, a lot of people may play it off, and say, oh, these just some videos, but if you really look at these videos, if you really pay attention to these videos, and it's not very many of them, all right, it's just a few videos here, and they're not very long. So they're not, these long videos that you have to sit and watch. Then most of these videos are no more than 10 minutes long. But if you really look at these videos, and if you look at each one of these videos, I guarantee when you walk away from watching these videos, you can't help but to expand your thinking. You can't help but to think about what you just watched. Okay? And we hope that it encourages you to go out and do your research. Go out and research more and more information that you need to know. Because 14 Eagles is here to help you to uplift your mental capacity and also your consciousness. We want to help you to understand what's going on around you, not just in your neighborhoods and in your own country, but around the world. All right? We can do that ourselves. We don't need governments and corporations dictating to us what we need to know. We want you to be able to find out what you need to know and teach each other what we need to know. There's a lot of things that's going on that most people don't have any clue of. Don't have a clue. Most people, I would say, and this is just a guess off the top of my head, this is not any kind of poll or anything, but just in my own opinion, I would say at least 85% of the people get 95% of their information from mainstream media. Okay, and so that's not good. That's not good, because what that says to me is that the mainstream media controls the information that we get. When they know the bulk of the people get their information from them. So they can give you whatever information that they want to give you, because you're not looking anywhere else. You're not researching anywhere else. So they can tell you anything they want to tell you. And most people just blindly go along with it. And seeing we're trying to change that trend. We want you to go and research and get more information, because the more information you get, the more knowledgeable you can become. And the more knowledgeable you can become, the better decisions you can make for you and your family. And you don't need anyone dictating to you what you need to know. And so this is why here in the 14 Eagles community, we share information. And so, every Tuesday, 14 Eagles sends out a video of the week. And you want to make sure, whether you choose to get involved with 14 Eagles or not, we encourage you to join our newsletter. Just come down here on the site and join our newsletter, because that way you can get onto our our email database, and you can receive our email updates. Because the 14 Eagles video of the week, some of those videos are eye-opening videos. Just like the last video that just went out last Tuesday, all right, was very, very relevant to what's going on right now. Talking about the pandemic and the vaccines that they're looking to put out here. And seeing if you don't get the information, all the information that you need to know about vaccines, then you're just blindly going along with whatever the media will tell you about the vaccines that they're preparing for you. And when you're dealing with something like that can affect your life, you need to get as much information as you possibly can, not just from one source, but from every source that you can. All right? Because your life depends on it. And so that's why we send stuff out like that. Not so you can take the information from what 14 Eagles gives you and just, go by that. No, we want to give you that information so you can go and research it for yourself. You know, we don't have all the answers here at 14 Eagles. Right. But we can point you in the right direction to go get answers that you need to get for you and your family. There's no dictation here at 14 Eagles. No one is going to tell you what to do. All we can do is encourage you on what you can do. And we hope that you go do your research and find out things and come back and tell the 14 Eagles community. So that's why we're here. We're a community. And so we help one another in many different ways, not just monetarily, but we try to educate as well. And also, we have businesses. We encourage businesses to get involved with 14 Eagles. Why? Because we're a community. Every community has businesses in it. And we don't want to be any different just because we're a virtual community. So we encourage businesses to get involved and advertise to the community. Because you may have goods and services that the community here in 14 Eagles may need or want. So you might as well advertise to the community that you're a part of. And so we encourage that. And if you don't have a business, then we encourage you to go get people that do have businesses and have them to come to get involved with the 14 Eagles platform in our community and advertise. Okay, advertising is, can be very expensive, very expensive. But here at 14 Eagles, guess what? We don't ask you to pay for your advertisement to advertise with us. No, all we ask you to do is to help us build the community, and we can show you how to do that. And so right here on the website, if you go on the menu, we have the business community right here. And so we ask you, check it out. If you have a business and you want to advertise your business, get with us, and we can show you how to advertise your business. And you can continue to advertise your business as long as you help to build the community. And by doing that, by building the community, guess what happens? You receive contributions and gifts as well. So you have nothing to lose by advertising your business if you have a business. And we don't care what type of business you have. As long as it's moral and ethical, we don't care. We don't know you don't know who might need whatever you have. Okay? So advertise your business, and it can be any business. It could be a barbershop, a hair salon, a restaurant, a corner store. You could even wash cars or tint windows. Advertise your business. The reason why I say that is because our future here in the 14 Eagles, we want to create a directory of businesses from all around the country. And not just around the country, but around the world eventually. Okay? So no matter where you are, you'll be able to take part in any of those businesses that are in our directory. So for instance, if you're in Tennessee one day, and you're going through Tennessee, and you may want to go to a restaurant. Well, instead of getting on Google and seeing what restaurant is around, before you get on Google, we're going to say, go to your directory in 14 Eagles and see if there's a restaurant in the area that's a part of the 14 Eagles community. All right. Always take part in your community, because that's what it's all about. This is what we're trying to foster here: community participation. Everything is about community. And so, as we build directory, we're going to build directories all around the world. So we're going to have a vast, vast directory, but it starts now. Okay. So we need as many people with businesses as we possibly can get, because that just builds value to our community. And now you can actually make money. Because see, here in 14 Eagles, we don't make money. Okay? We don't make money. All we do is receive gifts and contributions. We don't have an income here. We don't make money. Nobody gets paid. None of that. We just send gifts and receive gifts. That's it. So if you really want to make money, get a business and bring it to 14 Eagles and advertise it to the community, because you never know. Somebody might need what you have. Okay? Now, we encourage you to come to the website and check out the 14 Eagles video so you can understand how the 14 Eagles platform works. It's only like a 7.5-minute video. It's very succinct and very to the point. It tells you just how the platform works. There's $2 to 3 people. That's a total of $6 one time out of pocket that you're going to give to 2-3 people to help them. Okay, we're all about helping each other in a monetary way. Okay, and with $2 to 3 people, guess what? You can't lose anything. There's nothing to lose here. We're literally giving away $6. And because you're doing that, now that puts you in a position to be able to receive gifts yourself. Remember, it's the universal principle. That's God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you get back in abundance. And that goes with anything. You know, whatever type of energy you put out, you're going to get it back in abundance. So that's why sometimes you got to be careful what type of energy you put out. Because if you put out bad energy, you'll get a lot of bad energy coming back to you. So we encourage you to put out good energy. And so by giving just $2 to 3 people and giving out good energy in doing that, there's no telling what you're going to get back in abundance. Okay? So we encourage you, take a look at the 14 Eagles platform, the video, so you can see how the platform works. And here we have the instructions on how to sign up, how to send a gift, how to receive your gift and confirm it. All right? So everything is right here for you. If you follow these instructions, you shouldn't have any problem at all with the platform. If you do, you just let us know. You just email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com and just let us know whatever your situation is, and we'll make sure that it gets rectified for you. No one loses any money here, okay? Because we don't pay, we don't buy anything, we don't sell anything. No, we're just here to help people monetarily so people can get on their feet and hopefully in the future build some type of wealth as we go forward in building this community. Because it's said, you know, it's an economic fact that if you take $1 and that dollar circulates within the community 7 times, meaning everybody in that community touches that dollar 7 times, everybody becomes inherently wealthy within that community. You see, that's why community is so important. So important. You know, a lot of times we concentrate on the money so much that we forget about community. And when we forget about community, then we find that the money doesn't come so easily. It seems like you got to work for it even harder now because you're so focused on trying to get the money. And then when you do focus on the money so much and so intently, then you end up hurting others in the process. Well, that's not what we want to do here at 14 Eagles. That's why we more concentrate and focus on building the community, because we know the money coming through that community automatically flows. And that's why we say, you know, it's better to get in the way of money instead of you chasing money. Let the money chase you, not you chase the money. Hope that makes sense. Also, we have our partner, Dynamic Trio, that we've partnered with. They're doing some fantastic things as well in the crowdfunding industry. All right, crowdfunding has really taken hold into this country, and even more so now because of the situation that we're going through. And so with the Dynamic Trio, they have a system called Feed Me 24/7, which shows you how to feed people into their system by giving away a ebook. The ebook explains to people how crowdfunding works and how a cooperative organization works. All right? And so their philosophy is so parallel to the 14 Eagles philosophy that it just made sense that 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio came together as partners. You know, because we're both trying to get rid of debt and wipe out poverty. And it just made sense. So with the Feed Me 24/7, you know, they giving away a free ebook. And then if you decide to get involved, then for just $10 one time out of pocket, you can get involved with the Dynamic Trio, and it will take you through 3 different platforms where you can receive contributions for any type of personal or business project that you need to raise funds for. See, crowdfunding really came into play when President Obama back in 2012 signed the law, or the Jobs Act law, allowing people to raise funds through crowdfunding. And if you really look at crowdfunding, all it is gifting. That's really all it is. It's just a gifting platform. All right. So really, technically, crowdfunding made gifting legal. And you know, there's a lot of gifting platforms out here, and you know, they're trying to tout them as illegal. You know, illegal pyramid schemes and things of this nature. But understand, they just don't want people to do that. They just don't want people to help each other in that way, because it could become prosperous if they get it right, right? Anything that can get the people out of this debt-based system, they discourage it. You know, they discourage it. They don't want you to get it right. Well, Dynamic Trio got it right. Okay, they got it right. And so with the Feed Me 24/7 platform, it teaches people first what crowdfunding is all about and how to raise funds without trying to get a loan. Okay, without trying to borrow money from your friends and family. No, let's come together and let's help each other, and we can all, you know, become financially stable. And Feed Me shows you how to get that done, how to get it started. Because the hardest thing to do is to get something started, right? That's the hardest thing to do, to get started. Once you get the ball rolling, now it becomes pretty simple, pretty easy. And that's what Feed Me 24/7 does. It tries to get the ball rolling for you. And then what that does, it leads you into the Fund Me 24/7 platform, which is a part of the Dynamic Trio. And I encourage you to look at both of these videos, the Feed Me 24/7 video and the Fund Me 24/7 video, so you can see how both of these platforms work together in conjunction with 14 Eagles. You know, it's a very, very powerful thing. I like to say that 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio is like a double-barrel shotgun to debt. Okay, it's a powerful, powerful concept when you put put these two entities together, and it's powerful. And so you have Fund Me 24/7, which is what Carolyn says is a contribution booster, right? Because now you can parlay what you bring in through Feed Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles and parlay that into the Fund Me 24/7 platform. And now you're getting even more contributions, all right, which now is going to lead you into what is called the Fund Me to Infinity plan. Now, that's why I encourage you to look at these videos so you can understand and see what these platforms have to offer. Because if you build a team, if you build the community, and we filter the community through these platforms, money will never become an issue again. We'll never have to worry about money again. Okay? All we have to do is build the community. And these platforms will automatically work, like on autopilot. It's that simple. Okay? So for $6 in 14 Eagles and $10 in Feed Me 24/7, that's $16 one time out of pocket that you're literally giving away to other people, putting yourself in a position for money to flow through you. I hope you understand that. That's a powerful, powerful concept. I don't know why it hadn't been done earlier like that, okay? But it's being done now. And so this is what we have, okay, in our community. So money is not an issue, okay? Money is not an issue. All we have to do is build the community. And then also we're partnered with another company that's dealing in the technology world. Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, SETS for short, where they're creating a eco village, a powerful, powerful thing. I encourage you to go to their website, all right, where you can learn all about the circular economy and how they're building that up. And seeing 14 Eagles is a partner with this company. And they're getting ready to do some fantastic things where they're creating renewable energy from trash, taking trash and creating renewable energy. Unbelievable stuff. Creating materials, building materials. Okay? It's all kind of things. And as you can see, here's our logo right here, the 14 Eagles logo, as a partner with SETS, as well as Dynamic Trio. So this is not no small task. Okay, we're getting ready to do some fantastic things. This is just the beginning. And if you're here with us, then guess what? You're going to go right along with the program. Right? Because we're getting ready to do some real fantastic things here. And we have everything in place to do that. We're creating our own economy. Okay? We're creating our own economic system here, virtually. And by doing that and putting ourselves in a much better financial position, then we can go out into the real world and affect change. And here's the change right here through SETS. We're creating new communities, new neighborhoods, new housing, okay, job opportunities, the whole 9 yards. We're doing that ourselves. The people are. So come and check out what we're doing. This is no small feat. Okay? Now, real quick, this is what I want to do. Let me see if he's here. We don't want to forget about our kids. We don't want to forget about the kids. We've got a college project that's going on right now. And we're almost getting ready to launch something. And I don't want to take away his thunder. Let's bring up Dwayne. Dwayne, can you open up real quick?
Can you hear me?
There you go. All right. Yes, Dwayne, if you will, kind of go over the college debt project that we got going on and where we at on that right now.
Gladly. Greetings, everybody. Hope everyone had a nice week and get ready for the weekend. Yeah, as Brian mentioned, we are launching a nationwide initiative to help attack this issue with college debt. It's an ongoing problem. It's been going on for quite a while now, and it's very bad, just to put it plainly. You know, you're just coming out of high school, you go into college, your parents went through whatever process they need to go through to get you plugged into school, and everything is clean, clear, you're in, no problem, go to class, do what I'm supposed to do. Well, you also have thousands of dollars of debt you just acquired, just right off the bat. And you know, really didn't really have an understanding of that. And each semester it just accumulates more and more and more until you graduate hopefully you'll have a nice job that's going to pay you, or some money, income rather, that's going to give you what you need so that you can kill that debt immediately. And unfortunately, in most cases, that's not the case at all. And it just goes on for years and years and years, starts to accrue interest, and it's a real ugly situation there. People find themselves in. And, we just deal with it. It's just kind of almost par for the course. We don't think about it. We just take it as it comes, but it shouldn't be. And right now, it's really bad. I mean, it's huge, the amount of money that people are spending to go to college. You have your low-end schools, mid-grade, and you have your high-ends, and, you decide to stay around for law school or med school. Boy, they're really going to stick it to you. So we have a platform here to help to attack this college debt right off the back. And it's actually a movement. The name of the movement is Let's Net to Kill the Debt Movement. And we have some methods we're going to be introducing to help to get this information out to people who are aspiring to send their children to school, those that are currently in school, and those who've been out for a while and still paying on that debt. And so our platform helps to accommodate that. The bottom line is we have what we need in order to help to eliminate that debt if we work together. We have to get out of the mindset that I'm my own man, I am my own woman, I'm independent, I can do it myself, I'm a big girl, I'm a big boy. Yeah, but who wants to push a car up the hill by themselves? That's stupid when you have help around you. And I have to call it what it is. We have to stop trying to work and show everybody how big and strong you are. Be strong mentally. Be strong spiritually. Gravitate, bring people on, be part of others' community, help one another. If we start to come together and work together, then it makes things a lot easier. Who wants to pay tens of thousands of dollars, in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars out of pocket for some process you went through when you were young, in your late teens, early 20s, and pay that big bill all by yourself, when all you got to do is work together, come together, build a community collectively. One time out of pocket, $6. What's that going to kill you? And by doing that, that starts the ball rolling. And if everybody works together on that, you don't have to do a lot. We just grow the community by two. You get your two, those two get their two. Everybody get the easiest two that they can get. And any debt that you have can be eliminated if you continue to work together. And we're going to be expanding this not only at one college, but really our goal is to hit and impact every college on this nation. So it's nationwide, and if you know of anybody who falls in that category of have children that aspire to go to college, who are currently in school or have been and still paying on debt, but just in general, any debt, get plugged in. It costs you to not get plugged in. It literally costs you a lot. We want to set it so that you can't get injured. $6, you're not going to get injured if something was to happen to us tomorrow. It's $6. It's not 1,000. There's a difference. So we made this easy so that everybody can fit in. And it gives everybody a fighting chance without putting themselves at temporary severe risk financially. So get on board. Get two. We expand this. You take that down 14 levels. Just on the first level, that's almost $50,000. Accumulatively, that's probably somewhere around $65,000 to $80,000. Didn't do the math on that. Can't do the math on it. It's quite a bit, but so much for so little effort. So we will be launching that very soon. We're waiting for the video to be finished. We're getting all the pieces in right now. We're laying down the voiceover, and once that's completed, then our engineer can get in there and put the finished product together so that we actually have the whole video that's all set up. So we'll let you know when that takes place. Okay, so again, if you're on here for the first time or hearing this for the first time, get with who invited you, get your questions answered, get plugged in, and let's get going. Back to you, Brian.
All right, fantastic. I appreciate it, Dwayne. Yeah, let's support this. Let's support the efforts of our kids, trying to get an education. I always say, every time we go over this, uh, that it just makes no sense to me that kids go to school, go to college, and rack up all of that debt before they even get their first job. Okay, it does. That's par for the course for the system that we're in. It just makes no sense. You're coming out of school, getting an education, so you can go get you a good job, and you go to get the job, and now you're $30,000 and $40,000 in debt, and some people even more than that. And it takes you, half of your working life just to pay that off. That's crazy. That makes no sense. So we're trying to change that. We want to change that. We want to change. We want to get rid of that system for good. And so, it's got to start somewhere. So it might as well start here with 14 Eagles. Okay? Now, I want to bring this up real quick because, we created what is called a starter pack. We made this up a while ago because, as we were saying earlier, just $16, one time out of pocket. Okay, this is $16 that you're literally giving away. So you're not buying anything. This is just $16 that you're giving from your heart to help someone else, whoever that may be. Okay, to put yourself in a position so people can help you. And by doing that, now you're taking part in a whole system with Feed Me 24/7, which puts you into Fund Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles, okay, simultaneously together. And then also you're going to have your own project, a project, whether it be, you have a project of sending your kids to college. Maybe you want to raise funds so you can have the money to send them to college so you don't have to go into debt. Or maybe you want to put a roof on your house. Maybe your roof is leaking or is getting bad and you need to put a new roof on your house. Roofs cost a lot of money. So that may be a personal project of yours that you need to raise funds for. Or maybe you're trying to raise a down payment to get a house. You're in an apartment now and you want to get a house. So you're trying to raise money so you can get a house. Well, this is the way to do it. Okay? Because you want to do it with the help of the community. With the help of the community. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to quit any other type of income that you bring in. No, this is just to help you to get to where you're going financially, to do the things that you need to do. Okay, and you can have a project, and on Fund Me 24/7, you can put that project on the website so people will know what you're raising the money for. Make sense? And see, and when you do that, that parlays you into other parts of the platform in the dynamic trio, to where you can start receiving thousands of dollars on a monthly basis in just gifts and contributions. It is unbelievable. We really want you to understand what you got your hands on here, because I think a lot of people miss it because they're thinking so much about the money. And we understand that, but if you just study this a little bit, it may click into you what you really have here. And if we can get everybody to really see how this whole system works, then it could change your money problems, literally in a short period of time. Now also, as you may have heard in the last couple of weeks, we've been talking a lot about the different gifting groups and platforms that are out here that have popped up all over the place. Okay? And there's a bunch of them, and there's more and more of them coming. And I'm quite sure most of you have probably at least heard of one or two of them already. All right? And they're very enticing, very enticing. But here's the thing. a lot of those platforms that are popping up, a lot of people are getting hurt financially by them. Why is that? Because, you know, they're putting up $100, $500, $200, $1,000, $1,500, I've seen one for $5,000. Okay, and people are hurting so bad that they see quick money, and they take, you know, whatever little bit of money that they got, and they take a chance on it. Okay, and then they end up getting hurt. And then when they end up getting hurt, now the next thing you know, there's an article written or something's on the news somewhere talking about a pyramid scheme. And people getting hurt by a pyramid scheme. And seeing gifting is not a pyramid scheme, no matter what they say. They try to make you believe that it is, but it's not. But the thing that hurts people in those platforms and in those groups is that they're going for a money grab. Okay? It becomes an investment to them, and it's not an investment. And that's why they get hurt. And so that's why we're trying to tell people, look, here at 14 Eagles and the Dynamic Trio with Fund Me 24/7, you don't get hurt here. Come here, get what you need to get, so the money is not coming out of your pocket. Then if you want to take a chance on those gifting platforms, on those gifting groups, go for it. Because now you're not using your rent money or your grocery money to try to get a quick gain. I hope you follow what I'm saying. But now, if you do want to get involved with something like that, do it responsibly. Do it in a responsible way. And 14 Eagles, because we know they're going to be out there. We know they're out there. And they're going to there's going to be more and more coming. Okay? I don't care what the media is saying and what articles people write and how bad they talk about it. They're still going to be popping up everywhere because people are hurting financially. So here's the deal. 14 Eagles has found one that is trying to do it the responsible way. They're called the H Train. You may have heard of them. I don't know if you have or not. But 14 Eagles, we're working with them to help them to do it the right way so no one gets hurt. Okay? No one gets hurt. And so, and they're sending people to 14 Eagles so people won't get hurt. So come to 14 Eagles, put yourself in a position so you can take part in those type of platforms. All right? So if you're interested in looking at one that is doing the right thing, get in contact with us at controltower@14eaglesden.com, and we'll show you how to get it done without it hurting you financially. We don't want anyone getting hurt. If you're going to do it, let's do it the responsible way. The responsible way, okay? So now, real quick, we're at the bottom of the hour. Just real briefly, let me see. I want to, Mark, if you can open up your mic real quick.
I believe I'm open now.
Okay, yes, we can hear you. Mark, if you will, this is Mark Stevens. He is the facilitator of the Dynamic Trio. He is the founder, the facilitator, the janitor, the secretary. He does everything. Okay, and we're blessed to be partnered with the Dynamic Trio. We are totally blessed. Okay, because they make 14 Eagles look good. I'm telling you. But Mark, if you will, just kind of briefly let the people know what you do and why the Dynamic Trio is there and doing what you do.
Well, the main reason we do it because our Creator commanded that we do it. And again, just like 14 Eagles is designed to rid the world of poverty and to to change lives and to get rid of debt so people can live a different life, because this system that we're under, that 14 E's always talks about and try to and give people information on, it's called deep state, but we can do something about it, and that's why we are partnered and we work together to do this. And the Dynamic Trio is another avenue, just like 14 Eagles, and that's why we're together to do this and to get this accomplished. Because with this COVID going on and all this going on in the world needs a light, and it needs something to give people hope. And I think that's what we bring, and we will continue to bring. So as long as the world is here, we're here. And we're going to continue to work with 14 Eagles and work together and do what we can do together to bring joy and freedom to people's lives. Peace and blessings.
Amen, brother. Amen. And that right there, that's why we're partnered with them. Because everything he just said, you might as well just put 14 Eagles at the end of the sentence. Okay? Because that's exactly what we're here for. We're here for the people. We're here for the people. All right? So now, Greg, you want to go ahead and close us out? See if we can get Greg up here, our fearless leader. Can you open up?
Okay, good. I hope everybody can hear me.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. Good.
Great, guys. I just want to say this here again to Mark. Thank you very much for that information. Same thing with Dwayne here. Brian, again, you've done such a wonderful job. And I just want to say this here. Like Brian and I, we used to always say that 14 Eagles, we base on what we do basically on information. And like Brian was saying, there are a lot of different platforms out there that are trying to help people receive some gifts and stuff like that there. But I guarantee you that the information that you heard here tonight, you will not hear anyplace else. This is the most unique gifting platform that's probably ever been in existence. And I'm so proud to be part of it. And we just want you guys to be proud of it too, because this is for you. This is not Brian's, this is not mine, this is not Mark's. This is for all of us here. And we just want to bring as many people together as possible. We're not in like a competition with anybody else. We're like, the goal is to get to the goal line as a team and win. We don't care, what you bring to the team. Just let's get there, as Brian said, as a community. Let's get there as one mind, one body, and one spirit. And with that being said, I'd like to say this one thing. When someone asks you, what is 14 Eagles, you just tell them just a bunch of ordinary people coming together to do extraordinary things. Back to you, Brian.
Fantastic. And with that, let me do this.